Shawn Michaels, one-on-one with JBL, and the winner will challenge The Undertaker and his amazing undefeated streak at WrestleMania at the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania.
And speaking of WrestleMania, this will be the site of the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania. That briefcase will have inside a contract, a guaranteed championship opportunity whenever you want to cash it in.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is a triple threat match where the winner will qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match at the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania. Introducing the participant first, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 222 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion, CM Punk.
Well, this is the man who won the Money in the Bank match last year at WrestleMania, went on to become world champion. CM Punk. He's got his eyes on the prize again.
Again, one of the three men in this match here tonight will head to the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania and participate in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
CM Punk, the current Intercontinental Champion. And here comes more
Introducing from
champions.
Cleveland, Ohio, weighing 231 pounds, he is one half of the World Tag Team Champions, two-time Slammy Award winner, The Miz.
And you know how important it is to, first off, qualify for that match. And then if you actually do win the Money in the Bank ladder match, King, every single person who's won that match has gone on to cash in and win a world championship.
Oh, it's absolutely, I mean, the opportunity is amazing, and that's why this match here tonight means so much.
And from Los Angeles, California, weighing 219 pounds, he is the other half of the World Tag Team Champions, two-time Slammy Award winner, Shawn Morrison.
Of course, in that Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania, 8 superstars compete. How do you win? You climb a ladder. You unhook that briefcase, you hold it in your hands, and you have yourself a guaranteed title opportunity.
Morrison knows a little bit about that. He competed in that big match last year. Would love to be back in there again at the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania.
And once again, you can cash in that opportunity anytime you want, any place you want. Remember how CM Punk did it last year? His first appearance on Monday Night Raw. Out of the chute, winning the World Championship.
Well, many opportune times arise. I remember when Edge defeated Cena. Oh, he hits him.
Triple threat rules in this matchup. First man to gain pinfall or submission qualifies for WrestleMania.
All champions in the ring right now.
Well, what's interesting is Miz and Morrison are the World Tag Team Champions, but it really is every man for himself tonight with that one spot available for WrestleMania.
Well, it doesn't look like it right now. Miz and Morrison both on the attack.
CM Punk looking to pick up the quick victory. Again, first man to gain pinfall or submission will win this match and qualify for WrestleMania. And you're right. Great double team early by the World Tag Team Champions.
Looks like Miz and Morrison would like to go ahead and, as a team, eliminate CM Punk and then fight it out amongst themselves.
Well, they are the 2008 Slammy Award-winning Tag Team of the Year. Also host the award-winning Dirt Sheet on WWE.com.
It's down to the two of them in this match. Going to create a little dissension among the ranks, wouldn't you think?
Yes.
Maybe the end of the Dirt Sheet, maybe the end of the Tag Team Champions.
In fact, Miz and Morrison won those tag team titles by defeating CM Punk and Kofi Kingston late last year.
Oh, man.
That's where these triple threat rules really almost have to have eyes in the back of your head at times.
That was nasty. I mean, you know, especially CM Punk's position here is especially difficult when you got to, we agreed that it was supposed to be every man for himself, but certainly not that at all. Watch and listen to this impact here.
John Morrison to your right calls himself the Shaman of Sexy. Miz, the self-proclaimed shit magnet. As CM Punk looks to build momentum.
Well, this has been like a handicap match so far.
Punk looked like he was going for the go to sleep.
Miz hanging on for dear life.
Miz realizing what that go to sleep can do.
Oh, we got a little taste of it.
And Punk and Morrison, who will qualify for WrestleMania. Monday Night Raw rolls on live in Nashville. We're back live on Monday Night Raw, a triple threat match. The winner to be the first man to qualify for WrestleMania's Money in the Bank ladder match. It is CM Punk versus Miz versus Morrison, but only 2 men in the ring right now. Here's why.
And here's why, you're right. Watch this as, well, Punk had Miz covered, and then Morrison off the ropes, and he lands on his own partner, Miz, and Miz has been missing in action ever since.
Triple threat rules. First man to pick up a pinfall or submission will win and will qualify to be one of the 8 superstars in the Money in the Bank ladder match at the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania.
And that briefcase we just saw hanging high above the ring is what everyone in that match at WrestleMania will be looking to get their hands on.
Oh, and CM Punk, who won the Money in the Bank ladder match last year, would like a repeat here in 2009.
CM Punk definitely needs to take advantage of this one-on-one opportunity. First time it's been this way in the match.
Current Intercontinental Champion against one half of the current World Tag Team Champions.
Oh, that's it.
And Miz from out of nowhere. Suddenly the tables turned and Miz has control of the matchup. Morrison was knocked out of the ring, and now it could be Miz's turn to capitalize.
Well, I don't think CM Punk had any idea that Miz had returned to the ring. Miz laying out on the floor there long enough to recuperate and come in and blindside CM Punk.
Will it be Miz to qualify for WrestleMania? And a kick out at 2 by CM Punk.
Well, even if Miz had pinned CM Punk right there, still, well, he still have his partner to contend with. And I think somewhere along the line here, things are going to break down between the tag team champions. They got to. I just don't see how they could continue to operate on the same page when they both want the same prize.
As we said earlier on, every man for himself, as it will be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. CM Punk knows the feeling to climb that ladder, grab the briefcase, and then cash it in to win a world title.
I love that match every year at WrestleMania. Putting their hands on that briefcase, what it's all about.
CM Punk, he's a survivor. He was that way when he was world champion.
Morrison back in the ring. Luckily this time, Punk saw him coming, and he saw Miz coming as well. Hey, look at this!
And CM Punk. And this could be the opening that CM Punk needs in this match. Another high knee. Oh, and a bulldog clothesline.
Nice move by CM Punk.
CM Punk screaming, I'm going to WrestleMania. But he's got to pin or make one of these 2 men submit. Here's the cover off the scoop slam, and Miz saving the matchup. Not only for Morrison, but for himself.
It's just going to be very, very difficult for CM Punk to be victorious. Oh, this could either be good or bad. Looks like bad. Oh, man.
But who can capitalize? Will it be Miz? Morrison not going to let it happen. Just took out his own tag team partner.
I knew it.
Ooh, and a kick out at 2.
See this one more time, this high kick, bang, right there.
And look at Miz, top left hand, part of your screen. Trying to pin his own partner, and you were right. You said it was going to explode at some point.
It had to. Whoa, that's what it's all about. Here we go.
Yes, they are World Tag Team Champions. But it's every man for himself to be the first to qualify for the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania.
Whoa. This is really getting interesting now. Tag team champs, partners, going at it. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And look at CM Punk.
What?
Look at it take advantage.
Oh.
There goes Miz.
And he's got Morrison up for the GTS. Whoa.
Go to sleep, Morrison. CM Punk is going to WrestleMania.
Oh. Man, he kicked Morrison's lights out.
CM Punk.
AEW and WWE.